Dearest Wiley, before you, my life was getting darker and darker. And my world was getting smaller and smaller. Before you, I was overwhelmed with fear and anxiety. Before you, I was filled with grief for the loss of my old life. I felt my future was bleak. I made myself a virtual prisoner within my own home. But you, Wiley, gave me meaning and purpose. You gave me back my life, my pride and my dignity. You enabled me to confidently step out into the world. I remember so clearly the first day we met. From that moment, you were mine and I was yours. We were a perfect match. Thanks to you, my future is bright and there are no barriers holding me back. I love that we know and understand each other incredibly well, and I treasure that we share our own secret language. I'm so proud that wherever we are, you bravely put your best paw forward and guide me safely to our destination. The independence you bring to my life means I'm able to work, shop, socialise and contribute to our local community, where, let's face it, you are quite the celebrity. Because of you, Wiley, I no longer feel like a burden or a liability to my family, friends or society. You are so much more to me than my guide. With you, I'm never lonely. You make me laugh, and you can tell when I'm feeling overwhelmed or anxious. And how is it? You know that feeling your head in my lap and stroking your soft ears always makes me feel better. Because of you, my future is bright with endless opportunities. I cherish that for now and always, my 2 feet and your 4 paws will walk together as we continue to share one remarkable and special journey. With all my love and endless tummy rubs, Jo.
We found out he was blind at 4 months old, which came as a great shock to us. We didn't really know what services were out there, we didn't know how to access them. We were introduced to the Pets as Therapy programme, and they assessed the personality of Lachlan and the personality of the dog, which was Cody, and they thought it would be a really great match. I would love Lachlan to have a guide dog in the future. That was one of the reasons for wanting Cody as well. Because he's so placid and he's so beautiful, he just really makes Lachlan happy. I think Lachlan can use the services of guide dogs for the rest of his life. Just makes me feel quite confident to look at the future, because I know that once maybe I'm not in the picture as much as I am now, Lachlan's always going to have a support network through guide dogs.
Started having problems with my vision when I was about 24, and I was in my final year of uni, and I'd bought my first car on my own and started my first full-time job. I was eventually diagnosed with Stargardt's disease. I was told that I would be legally blind in the near future, and my life was turned upside down. I just spent 4 years studying for something that I wouldn't be able to continue because it was heavily based on using your vision, and the more my vision deteriorated, the more my anxiety would increase. I'd have panic attacks just walking down the street because I was terrified. I think that with the guide dog, I'll have that confidence and that support with me to be able to pretty much do anything I want to do.
When I first began to lose my sight, I was really in denial about it. It didn't seem real because it had happened so gradually. So when things actually became difficult and became disabling, I felt that it was less about losing my sight and more about me failing at being able to do the things I should be able to do. So I was really hard on myself, and it caused a lot of anxiety. Catching public transport was one of the most terrifying things. You would hear people going, come on girl, come on. And if I managed to get my way onto a train, I would often cry. I eventually just stopped leaving the house. The way I see my condition is fear of the future. Sorry. And knowing that each day there's a little bit less sight and eventually there will be no sight is really frightening. Guide dogs, I think they've had hundreds of me come through, so they seem to know how to handle me. And so they said, why don't you come along and do a guide dog experience? It was just amazing. It was so relaxing. It didn't take half as much of the effort or the work that it had taken with the cane, and I thought there's something in this for me. I felt like I didn't deserve a guide dog. Just knowing that they're so expensive to train, it's $35,000 just to get one guide dog trained, and that there's such a long waiting list, I was really, really nervous to put my name on it, thinking, what if I'm taking a dog from someone who deserved or needed it more? It turns out that a lovely couple by the name of Lynn and John actually left a bequest in their will specifically to train a guide dog, which turned out to be Poppi. It's very, very hard to be scared and anxious and to avoid things that your guide dog loves. She just lifts your spirits and she's so confident, and that rubs off on me. So I think she's really, really changed how I feel in the world, yeah. Once that harness goes on, she's just trustworthy and reliable, and I don't have to worry. And I didn't expect it, so when it happened, it was just amazing, because I really didn't think there could be a way, and there was.
I've been waiting for this day for a little while now.
Good girl. Good girl. Okay, that you get.
Chrissy, we've arrived. See you soon.
Good girl.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
Yes, I've got your treat. Good girl. Oh my goodness. I think I'm in love. It's very surreal. Like, I can't believe I actually have a guide dog. And she's beautiful.
If someone's thinking about giving money for a guide dog as a bequest, I would say, if you're wondering what happens with that, your gift gives the ability for someone not only just to do the ordinary, but to do the extraordinary as well.